What is the 5D Ascension, and are you on the path of ascending to the 5D state of consciousness? The 5D Ascension means that humanity is transitioning from a 3D state of consciousness to a fifth dimensional 5D state. In the 5D consciousness, there is a shift in our awareness, perception, and understanding of reality, moving beyond ego-driven thinking towards a more enlightened, heart-centered, and interconnected way of being. In 5D consciousness, individuals experience a deeper connection to their higher selves, leading to an expanded awareness and ability to see beyond duality. They embrace unity, love, and oneness. Ascension is linked to raising one's vibrational frequency. In a 5D reality, everything vibrates at a higher frequency of love, compassion, and empathy. Fear, anger, and the lower frequencies are transcended. In essence, the 5D Ascension is often seen as a transformative journey from fear-based, ego-driven consciousness to love-based, soul-centered living. Namaste everyone, my name is Pawan and welcome back to another video. So the first message I have for the 5D Ascension is about unity consciousness. The 5D consciousness is a state of oneness, feeling one with the entire universe, with other people, with the whole existence, whether it's the nature, the animals, the planet itself, everything in existence. There is no sense of separation. Yes, there will be separation on the physical level. The physical body will be separate so that you can experience this 3D reality. But as you ascend your consciousness on the level of understanding, on the level of your perception, the separation starts to fade and you realize that we all are one unity consciousness. So the biggest barrier to experience this state is the 3D consciousness that you embody. This 3D consciousness is full of programs like fear, programs of separation, judgment, unworthiness, and also hate. So all these programs are learned in this 3D matrix when you are growing up, and they all are planted like seeds in your subconscious, and these programs make you live in a survival consciousness, and this is the lowest level you can live on. When you live in the survival consciousness, all other humans become your competition. There is a huge separation that is created. That is why until you address all these programs that are planted in the subconscious and you start to unlearn these belief systems which are rooted in separation, fear, and survival, you will never be able to see beyond all these, because they become like a filter through which you see the reality. For example, if someone is wearing sunglasses which has a red tint, the whole world will be viewed as red. There will be a red colored layer, a filter is applied. Similarly, there is no possibility if someone is in that survival energy to make them understand the higher 5D energy. They both can't fit together. But a person who embodies the 5D energy can view both of the dimensions. They can see that why the person is stuck. But on the other hand, the person who is in the 3D can't access the higher dimension. For them, only the 3D is true. For them, only the survival, the rat race, the competition, all that makes sense. They don't know anything beyond it. That's why you have to understand that this is a personal journey first. Even if you feel called to share the message, it's about changing the people who are open to your frequency. It's not about talking to a wall. By this I mean people who are so engrossed in their 3D reality that they are just not ready to come out of it. And there are many people like that. They can be your loved ones, they can be your family and friends, but they are not just ready to understand that there is a higher way, there is a higher possibility. So don't focus on changing someone who doesn't want to change. Don't try to introduce someone to the 5D energy who doesn't want to be introduced to it, who just wants to keep on experiencing the fear, the separation, the survival. It's okay. There is no judgment in that. But you trying to change them is creating suffering for you. So this is first a personal transformative journey, transforming yourself from 3D to 5D consciousness, accessing that higher state of consciousness. It's about you. So always remember that. And to work on these programs, you have to first become aware that they exist. And that happens through self-reflection, self-awareness. And this is the key. If you want to raise your level of consciousness, you have to become aware of all these programs. And as you become aware, you're able to transmute them. You're able to see them for what it is. That why this fear is just a belief system. That why this separation is something that I learned. All this judgment, jealousy, all these things will stop making sense to you once you come face to face to it through self-reflection, through self-awareness. There is no judgment needed. Simply from a neutral perspective, as you watch something without trying to pick a side, that this is right, this is wrong. When you see all these things coming up in you, simply see it as it is and acknowledge that I have absorbed this in this world. There is no escaping it. If you are born in this reality, if you are brought up in this world, chances are that you will absorb all this 3D energy. Now it is your choice to unlearn that through coming face to face, affirming that all these programs will no longer define me. And you will have moments when you will run back and forth. One day you will be able to choose love over fear. One day you will be able to choose something higher over the lower frequency. But then again, on the next day, it will be harder for you. Don't judge yourself for it. Don't feel guilty about it, because it's a process. Because there is so much conditioning to unlearn. It's heavily bombarded on you, this programming. So it takes some time to unlearn, because we are talking about years of conditioning. So be easy on yourself. If you judge someone, if you give in to the fear, if you give in to the jealousy, it's okay. Be patient with yourself. But always remember that you are aware of it, and your main goal, your main purpose right now is to transcend that. And that sets you apart from the masses, because you have a higher purpose now. The next message I have for the 5D Ascension is you realize that you are worthy just because you exist. This is a very hard one for the people who have a huge conditioning, the people who were a golden child, who were always told that you have to be the first one, you have to beat everyone, then you will be worthy. Who were always compared to other people. But just think about it. All these rules, all these conditionings, it's not the universe. It's humans that decide that you will be worthy when you achieve this or that. And this is very liberating later on, but at first it will make you feel like you have lost many of your years, because you were chasing something that was never aligned with you, because you were told that then you will become worthy. And this is why majority of the humanity derives their sense of self-worth through productivity, through producing, through achieving. And that's why majority of the people who become really rich, who have everything in their lives, they tend to turn towards spirituality. They tend to turn towards inner peace, because only at the end they realize that these things are not connected. Feeling worthy, feeling whole versus achieving and being productive, producing more and more, getting more and more, they have no connection at all. This is a very logical way of trying to understand things, that if I will have things, I will feel more, I will feel worthy. But there is no connection between them, and it's very heartbreaking for a lot of people to see this truth. They don't want to accept that, because their whole conditioning tells them that you will only be worthy if you do things. And don't get me wrong, that once you realize you are worthy as you are, it doesn't mean that you will not do anything. What you are doing is separate from your worth. You are worthy and you want to share that energy. You feel already fulfilled, you are overflowing. Then you do something, versus you are empty. You want to feel whole, then you do something. There is a massive difference between both of these energies. So as you start accessing this 5D consciousness, as you start ascending to higher states of consciousness, you realize that as I am right now, right here, I am perfect, I am whole, and I am worthy. I don't need to keep doing something to become worthy. I am first worthy, whole, and then I do something out of that wholeness, out of that worthiness, which brings more wholeness into other people's lives. I'm not trying to extract something from other people. I'm trying to give my beautiful energy, offer my higher frequency to others so that they can tap into their own wholeness, their own worthiness. I'm not trying to get something from them. So the whole point changes how you function, how you operate. Because what we are taught is that you need to be productive. Otherwise, you are empty. And the emptiness that you feel when you are not being productive, if you face that, if you go into it, you will realize that how sad it is that we have been programmed like that. We can't catch our breath. We can't recharge our energy. The moment we sit just without doing anything for 10 minutes, if we are just enjoying ourselves, we start feeling guilty about it because we have been taught to keep on running, to chase something outside of ourselves. Otherwise, we are not worthy. So the universe sees you as worthy right here, right now. You lack nothing. You are not missing anything. This whole conditioning is done by the humans to make you a part of this matrix. And that's when you liberate yourself, when you realize this deeply, when this understanding goes deep within you, you are liberated from the matrix. And then you start living an authentic life. Which brings me to the next message. My final message is to live an authentic life. Once you realize that you are worthy, now you will do something out of a place of authenticity, not out of a phony place because you are trying to get something from the outside world. You are free to be authentic now. You are free to align with your soul now. You're free to do what you're here to do now, which is to live a life of purpose, meaning. Do something which adds value to not just you, but also to other humans, because we are a web of unity consciousness. There is no sense of separation. What you do affects others. If you are just doing something for yourself, you are impacting others. You are taking from others. You're siphoning energy from others. That's why there is so much narcissism in humanity. Because we have developed a model of reality where we siphon energy from each other. On the other hand, in the 5D consciousness, we add value, we give to each other through our authentic selves. Now this authentic self is authentic. There is no one way that fits all. My authentic self will be different from your authentic self. You have to understand that we all are one, but at the same time, we all are unique. We all are one, but we are not the same. We are different. The universe never creates duplicate. It always creates unique. That's why we are not like clones. We don't have the same faces. We have different features. Just think about it. Internally, we are different. How we think, what we believe, what are our dreams. But also, on the physical level, we have unique features. Different eyes, nose, everything. Why is it like that? Why are we not like clones if we are here to just produce, be like the same people, doing the same things? Because that's not how we are supposed to be. This is the bitter truth. We have been conditioned to be like that. So your authentic self is the gift to this whole web of consciousness, because it will help the people who are on the same frequency as you are. So you have to just discover what is it that you love, and it comes from an authentic place. It's not about what other people will say about it. Will they give the validation or not? And this is a huge point, that people never do that thing which comes from their authentic self. They suppress that because there is no validation in it. People will not tell you that you are doing a wonderful job when you express that authentic self. And the reason is because everyone is suppressing their authentic selves. Everyone is trying to mold themselves for this 3D energy. Everyone is just trying to be the version of themselves that the world wants them to be, which is a clone, molding themselves into a clone-like structure and just discarding their authentic selves. So ask yourself, what is it that I want to do for myself? And this is why it begins with self-love, loving yourself, accepting yourself, owning yourself. That's how you discover your authentic self, because it's not about what other people want from you. It's about what you want from yourself. What is it that comes from your happy place and you want to express that with the world? What is it that makes you flow in your life? Maybe it is something creative, and maybe it is something productive. But at the same time, it is not coming from a place of validation. It is coming from a place of fulfillment. So you're not trying to chase a particular outcome also. In the 5D consciousness, there is no chasing of the outcome, of goal. It is about just doing things for the moment. So your authentic self does something in the moment, for the moment. Sing for the moment, write for the moment, speak for the moment, like I am doing right now. This is just for the moment. It's not about what will be the outcome. The things that we do for the outcome are part of the ego mind. It's part of the 3D consciousness. When we are tapped into the 5D consciousness, it's always about the here and now. What we are feeling. When I'm speaking like this, when I'm passionate, I'm purposeful, I'm feeling amazing. I feel that high vibrational energy rushing through me. And you have that authentic self within you. When you do something, you are in the zone, you are in the moment, and you feel like you are complete. This is what you were created for. And we all know that there is something that makes us feel like that. Tap into it, do more of it, not for the outcome, not for the validation, but for yourself. You deserve to do that because you are worthy of it. You love yourself and you deserve to do that. So finally, I would just like to add that you are not alone in this ascension journey. The 5D ascension journey is a collective human journey, and we all are going through it. There is no ahead and behind in this journey. It's just a commitment to coming out of this 3D matrix and raising yourself higher to this 5D level of consciousness. And sometimes you may feel isolated, alone, that no one is there around you who is on the same journey as you. So remind yourself that even if people are not there around you, but you can always find them in some way or form through the internet, or maybe in your physical life also. If you just keep going on your journey, you will find those people. It's just a matter of time. Trust your journey and keep going. Keep raising your level of consciousness and ascend to the 5D consciousness. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, comment, share. And you can support my work by hitting the thanks button. And if you feel called to connect with me on a one-on-one session, I do offer that. You can check out my website, thehigherself11.com. The link is in the description. And please make sure to subscribe. See you in the next video. Much love to you all.